Hello, this is the All Around Natural Beauty RN, and welcome to All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I am passionate about helping victims of all ages and genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. And over here, we believe that once you become a survivor, all of the abuse that you have gone through, thank you for those hearts, all the abuse you've gone through is worth it, because by being here, you can't help the fact that you were abused. Like I've said before, it's not your fault that you were abused, you were a victim. If you are still here, that means that you have the potential to become a survivor. And that's why you face the abuse, because oftentimes we are, hey, what's going on, JP? Yes. I'm glad that people felt that way too. I wasn't even aware of it. Today was my first day to be aware of it. What happened? Like I said, over here we are about facing the abuse so we can become survivors, and we see that men and women are both, capable of becoming victims. Here we can see here clearly that Travis Rudolph has been a victim, and heaven forbid this man has spent the last 2 years detained. This is awful news. This is my first. I saw a short, and I was making this connection between how a lot of these wicked women, like if women like this is dangerous. If this is your mother, your sister, or a friend, or anybody, anybody, don't be around a person like that, because look at this woman got her brothers involved in this. So women like this are known to, have you put to death, or, have you taken out. And then the brothers that she sent over there, she is responsible for their, the person that was, unalived out there, all because of that woman. It's horrible stuff. Anyway, so just to let y'all see that, you can't just turn your eyes and think that all women are perfect, or all men are, perfect. That spirit, this wicked spirit, can dwell in any gender, XX chromosomes or XYs. For those of you who don't know me, I'm 52 years old and a proud Gen Xer. And recently, we Gen Xers have been, having to come out and just really stand up for right, for truth, for God, and all these things. And I'm just, it's amazing. It's amazingly sad. It's amazingly sad. So anyway, I see this here one short. I'm gonna play the little one short real quick. I'm not gonna tarry with y'all too long, but I'm just excited because I feel like the Spirit of God is really starting to move nowadays, because it's the way things are. It's like super sad and sick that if this guy, like I said, I just found out about it today, and once I Googled him, find out this guy's an ex NFL football player and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he was targeted and preyed upon. And from, anyway, we're going to see some videos and stuff. And I'm going to point out behavior and all that good stuff. Look at y'all showing up for me. I love y'all so much. What's up, narrative? It says greetings all. All right, and see JP. Oh, look here. I wanted to start off here with the scriptures. This is 2 Timothy 1:7, and it says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind." Right? And this is something that, we have to remind ourselves of, so we're not walking around. And I know I'm guilty of, keeping silence because of, fear of how these little demons start trying to attack you and stuff like that. But always knowing that, God didn't give us that spirit of fear. And once you are rest assured in the comfort that you've got your protection here with the Word of God. The whole armor of God is available to us at all times, and I'm just excited because of remembrance and all that good stuff. JP6, thank you so much for coming out here to say this case made me angry. Yeah, I'm sure to see someone be abused like that, and to see it's just like the Shanquilla case, right? While the abuser is getting away, the abuser is getting away because the three people the three men who survived out of the four that came there armed, already saying that this dude is good as dead. They came to his house and was being violent towards him. Those are all of them should have been she should be charged with conspiracy, right? Because she sent them out there to attack this man. And they legally are supposed to be held responsible for anybody who gets killed in an act of a crime or something like that. That's the law. So he probably has a case to sue that state. I'm not even sure where the state is at. Like literally, y'all, I saw this one short. I didn't even know who the guy was, or that he was, a football player, that this case actually happened 2 years ago, So just let y'all see how this whole injustice and this whole way of doing things, this ain't nothing new. And that's why we gotta get political, y'all. We gotta get political. We gotta join together, because this wasn't just Shanquilla. This thing happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And I do believe that this man, because when they showed him coming out, he had looked like he had on prison outfit and with handcuffs. And then his brother made this rap about people going to jail and stuff. That's 2 years out of your life being detained. That's horrible. Somebody needs to pay for that, and pay for the death of the individual who was killed in an act of a crime. That's supposed to go on the people that was committing the crime, and that was them. Anyway, thank you, JP6. I know it that's what made me angry too. All right. So the wrong person's on trial. Exactly. What's up, Janet? hey. That's right. And then we come back up here to the Greeks with narrative. So and that's exactly what got me, wanting to come say something too, because like I said, I've just been really, what's up, Kyron? Kyron, yeah. So just to remind us that it's not just the women who are victims here. This is a wicked woman. This here is somebody to make sure, like, if you know a woman like that, like I said, let me just put the video on. All right, we're gonna get started with our first video. And like I said, I blessed the chat with scriptures. I'm loving that now that I'm not fearful, because God didn't give us that spirit of fear. So without further ado, to our first video. This is some of like the court stuff, like I said, just to show the mindset, right? Y'all see the spirit and stuff like that, because like I've said before, you want to be able to look, listen, and feel for vibes and stuff like that, right? Everything about her was like giving off wicked energy and abusive energy. And even when you listen to the young man talk, Travis speak, he sounds like a victim, like he's being conditioned to accept abuse, like she was being physical with him. Little short woman, physical. And there's some mamas out there that's doing that to their sons. These are wicked women, beating them like that. This is sick. This is a sad cycle. And that's why I say no more moments of silence. If women like that and stuff, this needs to come out, right? Because this ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Let's see, where's our first video? Yes. All right, so we could go from there. This is the actual court. I want to start off with something short first. Here we go. This here This is the brother, and send this little piece here. All right, so let me stop here. Let me share the screen. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing. Please, if y'all are, hit the like button on the way in here. Hit the like button. All right, so all right. This here's a video from it says Dominique's liar, brother of ex NFL player Travis Rudolph raps about his acquittal. All right, it's like 7 minutes long, but listen to what the brother at the end, he's gonna do this rap, and it's really sad that the reporter, cut him off like that and just minimized. He told everything. This man was really a victim here. Was really a victim. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Here's from Law and Crime. Maybe I'm going to say this. Wait, okay. Sorry, y'all.
Welcome back to Law and Crime. I'm Michelle Yu. If you're just joining us, one of the big verdicts we are talking about this week is on Travis Rudolph, the former NFL player who was found not guilty of murder just yesterday.
Wow.
It took just under 4 hours of deliberations in Palm Beach County, Florida, for ex-NFL player to be acquitted. The defendant was accused of opening fire on a group of 4 men outside his mother's house in April of 2021.
Wow.
The men were allegedly called to the house by the defendant's girlfriend at the time after the couple got into an argument. The men included Sebastian Jean Jacques, who lost his life, and his girlfriend's brother.
Wow. Okay, so the girlfriend's brother. Listen, like how typical this. Like this is nothing, special or nothing like that. It's a lot of men who in relationships or in entanglements with these type of narcissistic, psychopathic women like that, right? So when they get offended, they want you dead, and then they will use another man, like she'd use her brothers to go there. So she didn't value any of the lives of these men at all. Typical stuff here. This ain't nothing new. We see it a lot when people be having their baby daddy killed or all kind of little crazy stuff like that.
Travis Rudolph's brother, Daryl Rudolph, now joins us. Thank you so much for coming on, Daryl. We spoke to your brother this morning, and he was relieved and said the jury made the right decision.
I'm not sure where they from or whatever, but I guess they cowboys. Anyway, this is cute. I like this little look. He got his cowboy hat on. All right, cool. All right. I'm not sure where the folks is from. No, I guess Florida. Yeah, so I guess that's what they do out there. All right.
Decision. Obviously, you agree. Tell us about what these last few years have been like for you.
Years.
Honestly, this has been very, very crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, just to keep it short and plain and simple, you know what, my brother, he did the right thing. The jurors, they did the right thing. So.
Now, you testified in this trial, Daryl. You were there that fatal night. What was your initial reaction when you heard the words "not guilty"?
Not guilty? Let me just say it like this. It's people that's in the system right now that's locked up, and they, I think I lost you on camera.
No, you're here.
See how she's trying to make a production there, right? This man, this has been serious for the last 2 years of his life. His brother, let me get up here, make myself big. His brother, I'll just be small for a minute. His brother has been locked up for, protecting and defending the family because of an attack that was initiated by this woman, Dominique. And she is trying to make a story. So she's trying to put her little footage up in there by showing making the video. She doesn't give a hoot that this guy, his brother just got vindicated. The reporter, she don't give a hoot about that. She is, that's why she's putting the B-roll in there. He noticed that she ain't paying him no mind. He goes, "Hey, I think the camera's off me." "Oh, no, it's not." Y'all hear how she said it, right? Because now he's messing up her video by, demanding that the attention stays on him for him to tell his story, right? You called me for the interview. You called me for the interview. So, okay, so we there.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So basically, it's people right now that don't have the money for lawyers. They might not have the right amount of family that got, the right type of money to get an actual lawyer. And
he's saying this probably because if his brother didn't have money for an attorney and, people on the side of him and all that, this could have turned out bad. He could have spent the rest of his life in prison because of some crazy woman who was married and was jealous because he was texting with another woman. So the reporter don't want this to get no attention. She wants to show the B footage of the court case and all that stuff because in her mind, she probably thinks, I ain't going to speculate on what she thinks. But anyway, let's go listen to what the brother is saying.
And there's people that's in jail right now, in prison right now.
Yes.
Because they falsely accused and they completely innocent.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, there were no winners in this case, Cyril. Everyone
was Wow. Do y'all see how she just skipped right over that? There are no winners in this case. 4 men came to his house to kill his brother. One of them ended up being killed. They are supposed to be charged with the murder because they are responsible for it. This is crazy. But look how she's trying. What he just said was facts. There's tons of people in prison right now for false accusations. But she don't want the light to shine on that. She won't tone that down.
Involved was a victim here.
Yeah.
And that being said, what do you have to say to the victim, Jean Jack's family?
This is what I have to say to them. If the rose was...
I'm gonna scoot it. Did you see how she just turned it around? Never saying that Travis Rudolph is the victim.
The victim, Jean Jack's family.
This is what I have to say to them. If the roles was... I would hope that Sebastian would have done the same thing for his family.
Wow.
And ma'am, you can go ahead.
No, I want to thank you for that. Before I let you go, though, I want you to stay with me and listen to some of that interview that took place with your brother this morning, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even have an opinion on that. I don't know as far as the statistics or anything like that, but I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like it's just clear cut with my case. I mean, you clearly see what these guys came to, what their intentions was when they came to my house. You clearly see, basically a hit was set out for my well-being and my mother.
See how they, in his mind, a hit was put out on him. They came to his house to put him out. He was defending his life and his family's life. He saw them putting hands and feet on his brother. He's the victim. And they're protecting this woman who lied because the system is and has also a bias against the men when these women are liars. The system seems to support the liars, regardless of the genders. It's he who tells the best lie.
And my brothers, I mean, it's just clear cut. I mean, that's why I feel like the decision was made how it was made yesterday on my behalf.
Yeah, I don't look at cases from a statistical standpoint. Everyone's an individual. If I looked at it, I would think that maybe we're not going to win. So I don't think race in this case today
I don't know. Maybe it was some of his speakers.
can do with anything at all. I would hope it wouldn't. I do agree with you that generally people who are not white don't get a same fair trial on a.
I would even just go as far as to say that, you know, money, like if you have money to get an attorney, because first of all, why did the state file the charges against him when they already, I mean, like he should have a case against the state for filing these trumped up charges when the evidence showed that, you know, what this woman did. It was obvious that he was the victim.
Self-defense type of case, and I've seen that myself. But in this case, that absolutely did not happen. We had a fair jury. We knew it going into it. We had probably one of the brightest and smartest group of people that I've ever picked as a jury. They really were all bright people. And I knew if Travis didn't win this case and he was convicted, he'll never get a better trial or a fairer jury. So race had nothing to do with it in this case, thank God, at all. He was clearly acting in self-defense, and the wrong people were on trial here. They should not have had Travis sitting there. They should have had these other characters, including Dominique. They're responsible for Sebastian's death.
Yep.
But unfortunately, in this county, I don't have any power other than to represent Travis. If I did, I would have charged
one battle
all
at a
other
time
people for many other crimes that they committed.
So, Daryl, you just heard your brother there and his attorney. They were talking about, obviously, what they thought was...
Listen to this last part coming up, y'all, right? But so far, y'all can see how she, you know, has her agenda for this whole thing. Now, this brother, he's hurt, and he's coming from a place where, you know, his brother has been in, you know, a prisoner for the last 2 years because of some lying woman.
Was different about this case. Do you agree with them?
I agree with my brother as well as Marshawn 100%. But this one thing I have to say before you let me go. I want to say this. What's wrong with this country? What's wrong with this nation? Too many people went to prison because of false allegations, convicted of a crime, been exposed on the news. Now they serving time because they falsely accused. I said, what's wrong with this country? What's wrong with this nation? Too many people went to prison because of false allegations, convicted of a crime, been exposed on the news. Now they serving time because they falsely accused. And you think Travis a murderer? That's because you don't know what happened. I'm his brother. Listen closely to the murders and rapping. Dominique is a liar. I'm going to show her she capping, and y'all going to see how she the reason of the death of Sebastian.
He said Dominique is a liar. I'm going to show that she's capping. This heifer had been lying this whole time. This man been in jail, and she set it up. She set it up.
I told my brother to come outside because she thought he was leaving. And she went inside his phone and she found out he was cheating. Found out the girl name was Kyla. So she came up with a reason to hit his head with a bottle so she could try to get even. But let me tell you the story, how this problem got even bigger. Dominique lied. She lied and said that my brother hit her. Before she left the house, she broke his game and she took the liquor. Then she turned around and said her brothers ain't finna get you. We thought she was playing. Thought she was bluffing us. So we figured 1 hour later,
He pretty much telling the whole testimony here in the but she like, look, it's showtime. Oh, she ain't really caring about the victim here. This is just news, is what I'm saying, y'all. People don't care. People don't care about the victim. That's why if we ain't lifting voices and demanding justice, nothing's gonna get done. Because why isn't this being promoted? How this guy was, you know, pretty much wrongfully. And not that they incarcerated him because they could just say it was just a detainment because, you know, it was before a trial. However, they had no reason to even detain him. 2 years out of his life to be spent in jail for some lying heifer.
That girl hurt my feelings, so Dominique is my little sister. Then she put a hit out on my family and tried to kill us. And these prosecutors know about this information.
Daryl.
It's messed up. And my brother in this situation.
But he telling all, he said, these prosecutors know about this information. It's the same thing with the Shanquilla thing, y'all. We sit up here telling them, look, they know we seen the video, all this stuff. But y'all see how they covering it up? They don't care. What are we supposed to do, y'all, except to get political so we can have a voice? He said the prosecutors know about this. The same way Shanquilla's sister said the FBI had seen the video before we did. Look at her, all smirked up.
Situation, facing life sentence, went to jail because of allegations, eating nasty food in his cell, probably losing patience.
He said his brother was eating nasty food. He had to eat nasty food for 2 years. He ain't happy about that. These people don't care. So that's what they feeling. So hey, y'all, thank y'all for joining up in here. We got, like I said, over here, we standing for victims of all ages and all genders. Overcome the fear, facing the abuse.
You know, there are a lot of emotions.
Just send them demons to our mama house to try to come get them. If my brother go to prison, something wrong with the system. They try to kill us at our home and trying to play like the...
I'm glad that he said that. If my brother goes to prison, there is something wrong with the system. So his brother did not go to prison. So that gives me hope that if we join the system by registering to vote, y'all, we can make some changes. We can get some things done here, right? Because his brother did not go to prison. And we're going to make sure that justice gets served by making them, those people respond, call them, scoop them all up. Like it's no secret. Most people agree that Dominique, the girlfriend who, sent them over there and lied and got the brothers all riled up and sicked her brothers on this man because he was choosing to text and have conversation or community or whatever he was doing with another woman, which had nothing to do with her who was married. That's what I'm saying, y'all. You got to be aware of who you are engaging with. Some people out there, it's not just the men who flip out when they realize that you're not their possession. Some of these women do it too, and you need to be aware. You need to be aware.
I said, what's wrong with this country? What's wrong with this nation? Too many people went to prison because of false allegations, convicted double crime, been exposed on the news.
Now, in her defense, it is a little long-winded, even though some good information and stuff. Then he didn't take a hint. Like, I get it. Make you a YouTube channel, brother, and then you could put your whole rap out there, your whole speech, all that good stuff. And let me just you have to do the Apollo Sandman on
certain time because they falsely accused. I said, what's wrong with this country? What's wrong with this nation? Travis Rudolph got arrested because of false allegations, convicted double crime, been exposed on the news. He was serving time because he was falsely accused. I opened up the door, jumped off some strangers. I got a gun pulled in my head and they were gelling with anger. This is a song about a girl that put my family in danger.
Now he telling the whole thing because that's how they got him out, right? So that's why, I'm like giving it a chance because it needs to be heard. It's the whole testimony. But I feel you, brother, though. But he telling the whole story, y'all. So it's just super.
Danger. This is a song about some faggots that was trying to be gangster. Keyshawn, man to man, tell me how do you?
They did look a little sweet though, hanging out there. Who knows? And maybe that's another reason why they, allowing the innocent guy to go in because of the group that he shot at. Y'all hear what he said? Bring it back this a little bit.
This is a song about a girl that put my family in danger. And this is a song about some faggots that was trying to be gangster. Keyshawn.
All right. I don't know if I should repeat it or not, but anyway, he said that it's a song about some, trying to be gangster. And if you look at the ring cam video footage, a little suspect anyway on there. So let me just finish this up here.
Man to man, tell me, how do you feel?
Daryl, we gotta go soon. Unfortunately, I know.
You came 4 other people. Y'all owe my mom an apology. Y'all jumped my 2 sons and came with guns on our property.
All right.
He said, y'all owe my mom's an apology. He's absolutely right, though. He's absolutely right. And but you know, hey, you're not the only one. There's a tons of injustice that's going on in this country, and that's why we are rallying here today and continuing to, you know, speak out against this. JP6 says she should go to jail. Her actions caused the death. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I always go back to this analogy, I was using it in the Shankwilla Robbins case. If you went to do a robbery at a convenience store, and it was 4 y'all. One person was driving, and 3 of y'all went in there. One person, you know, was getting all riled up, and the convenience store cashier guy got the drop on him, and, you know, he was unalived in the incident. The friends, the people that came in there to do the robbery, even though one of them are the ones who was killed, that life is on their hands, and they will be charged with first-degree murder, some form of murder. Like I said, my background is in nursing. I have over 30 years of nursing experience, but I have watched enough of these little detective shows to know that that's how this goes. You can watch the first 48 to prove it. All right. So anyway, yes, you're absolutely right, JP. They all need to be going to jail. She conspired, conspiracy to commit, and she sent them to do that. They were like, you know, she juiced them up to go over there to do that. And women are guilty of doing that. So we're going to finish this out.
All right, Daryl, I know it's been very emotional, and we thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you and your family are relieved with that verdict. We'll be right back. You're watching Live.
That's me being the same. All right. He's like, I'm going to speak mine out, but hey, my hat's off to him. Good job, brother Travis. Yeah, Dominique Jones. It's a good song there. It should be something there. That's good information to know. And we see that, you know, that's just how it gets. That's how things go over here. That's how they go. All right. So what's up? Yeah, we got some. Oh, I didn't read this. Kawanya says, I've been MIA, got COVID in March. Ooh, and it triggered something in my body. I threw up for 3 months. I'm temporarily on a walker due to my legs being numb from low potassium and electrolytes. We are pleading the blood. No weapons formed against us, and God didn't give us a spirit of fear. You know, we were under attack, y'all. All of us that was coming over here, coming together, you know, we all have been affected. A lot of times when our body manifests these sickness and illness, it be from a lot of this emotional stuff that we've been going through. So we praying for you, Kyrania, and we are claiming your victory, your healing right now, because there's power is what we've been given. God gave us a spirit of power and love and a sound mind, right? So mindset and all that good stuff. We love you and all that good stuff. And then too, this is just bringing awareness to us, because I know you ain't the only one been MIA. Me too. Like, y'all see, it's been what, 2 weeks, 14 or 15 days since I have, you know, come out too, you know. So no shame on that, right? Because just like I said, and not like I said, but the scriptures say, he who is without sin shall cast the first stone. So that's how we get down over here. We ain't here to judge nobody, because nobody is without sin. So there's no stones of casting here. Yes. All right. Hey, Jen says, I hope you feel better, Kyrania. And still there. I'll be praying for you. See there? I already knew. Because we family over here. We are family. All right. So we're about to get back over here to, all right, so I wanted to show y'all that. Now we're going to go into this griminess of this here, the girlfriend, right? Just these are a few more little clips here. It's gonna be brief, y'all, because I do have to work tonight. But I'm excited about everybody feeling good in here. We talking about this here, another victim, and these kind of things sometimes get swept under the carpet because we see women and everybody want to think that the women are all innocent and you know, don't do any bad stuff, right? This woman clearly provoked and instigated this whole thing and is clearly the responsible party for the death of the individual who lost their life, who also was being manipulated. Why would you risk your freedom? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a sister who is telling you to go injure somebody, or telling you to do something that's going to jeopardize your freedom, that is not a loved one. That person does not love you. There are so many brothers in prison right now because their sisters got them tied up in some crap, and they feel some type of family obligation to intervene on the sister's behalf when she's going around there being provocative and provoking these men. All right, so this here says defense cross-examines former girlfriend of Travis Rudolph.
NFL player and FSU star Travis Rudolph continues. Testimony for the trial. It started Wednesday. Rudolph is accused of killing a man and injuring another during a shooting in Lake Park 2 years ago. Rudolph says it was self-defense. Our Caleb Califano live outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse with more. Caleb.
Well, it definitely was an intense morning here in the courtroom as the defense started their cross-examination of Dominique Jones. That's the former girlfriend of Travis Rudolph. It's also the same woman the defense cast some initial blame on the night of the shooting. Yeah. Now, the defense going back through Jones and Rudolph's relationship.
Why didn't the prosecutors talk about that? Why didn't the prosecutors try to prosecute why didn't the police try to build a case for the people responsible for the death of the person who was killed?
Discussing the financial situations, their future, Rudolph's future in the Canadian Football League, and what happened the night of the shooting. Jones walked through how she was, quote, more hurt than angry when she found texts from other women in Rudolph's phone the night of the shooting, but then immediately wanted to leave and not escalate it any further, alleging that Travis was the erratic one and wouldn't let her leave at first. When asked about texts sent to Jones' brother Keyshawn, one of the four men who confronted Travis the night of the shooting, Dominique says a specific inflammatory text she sent, which included the phrase shoot up, was not meant as a literal threat, but was a text sent out of emotion.
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house.
Now we're going to play a little bit of her testimony so I can point out the things in there. But, you know, you can see when these people are really good at lies, like, you know, for her, she should even been scared to come up in there, knowing full well that you're responsible.
Now, the murder trial of Travis Rudolph is expected to last a week as we learn more about these witnesses and more details. We'll make sure to keep you updated on air and online. For now, we're live in West Palm Beach. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.
In Florida. Florida is supposed to be a stand your ground spot. It's okay. Florida is where the case took place. All right. So anyway, thank you, JP. I'm let me go on down here to these comments. But anyway, so that's exactly what I was asking. All right, so let's see. Kairanya says, thank you, Janet. Yeah, for all the loves and the well wishes and all that stuff. Yep, it is. I agree with you. Kairanya says she should be the one on trial. Yes, and so many, like a lot of people are saying that. So my thing is this: that if we can all see that, why couldn't the police see it when they made the arrest for who is responsible? Once they got the details, that because even there's a 911 tape of one of the people that came by, one of the men that came to the house, asking for help for the guy that was shooting, where he admits that they were at this Travis property, and he ran out shooting at them. Why was he shooting at you guys? Right? Should have been a question. Why did they just take the lady's word? Right? Yep, everybody's agreeing with that. Yep. All right, got some more greetings and well wishes. I guess I see here. Our next video coming in for a landing soon, and this is something too we could use as a good reference to show these personality traits and see how commonplace this is. Like, this ain't nothing new. This is nothing new. This is the same thing that happened with the other basketball player, that was found in the woods days later, and the wife had him shot, murdered for the insurance money. I can't see the name. I think he was for Memphis, played for Memphis or something. Anyway, the same thing, right? Just a different scenario. Instead of this lady, she used some more people to go do her dirty work, and this lady used her brothers. These women that are affected with this type of spirit oftentimes always use other men to do the damage, to do whatever the dirty work is. They use the men to do it. So, we have men being victimized and manipulated by women. Let me see here. Where's my... Yeah, this. All right, so we're going to play a little bit of her. Let me see what time it is. Now I'm gonna keep up with these little short ones, and we'll do hers on a more long one. This here is the surveillance video of the Ring camera. All right, we just did that one. Okay, let's hear from Daryl. Did we hear from Daryl? Yeah, I think we did. All right, here's the one. All right, I'm just playing with y'all. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let me see what we got. Some more comments up here. JP says, I'm glad that this case didn't take place where I live. All right, JP, they'd have been hustling you down off from there. And then, this one, people say all this good talk and all that stuff, but you think Travis wanted to spend 2 years being detained in jail? And he didn't do anything to deserve this. Wow, what would have happened where you live at, JP6? Janet says her mind is completely closed. She has an agenda regardless to what he has to say. Yep. Very deceptive. Exactly. So this deception, this spirit, it doesn't bypass women, and it's more scarier to be when it's in women, because women have to be more deceitful because of the size difference and the physical difference, right? Because physically, like, there's going to be, I'm not sure if it's on this video, where it shows her, getting physical, like just totally boom, 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 trying to knock him upside the head. Even, she was with her full might or whatever, still not strong enough to, do something to a man. He didn't hit her back, basically. But there's nothing physically that a woman could do, an XX chromosome can do to an XY. So that's just how it is. So that's why oftentimes they resort to, like, if she had a knife or something and, stabbed, women are capable of ending people is what I'm trying to say. But oftentimes they usually get other men to do the work for them because knowing the physical disadvantage. JP6 says, I hope he sues her well. Yes. And I feel like he should have a case against the state too for even, filing those trumped up charges. Kai Ryan said, because the state will always take a chance of putting a black man behind bars. Yep. My thing is this, they could have had an opportunity to put 3 of them, plus her behind bars to really show, to set something out there for these liars who have been getting away with this kind of stuff for forever. But this just shows how in order to get justice, you really have to, speak loud and have resources and all kind of other things lining up in your favor for it to, be successful. Janice says, unfortunately, the media and certain parts of society will never see him as the victim, even though the woman lied and she sent those hitmen. Yes, hitmen. Thank you. Hitmen to his house to take him out. Yeah, I feel you on that. I agree. Hitman. Yes, that's a crime right there. Stand your ground law. Lena, thank you so much. That's right. Lena said, remind us to stand your ground law. A black man, JP6 says, a black man has no chance in the court. Exactly. I feel you on there. And I am way down here. I see somebody has done a wonderful, where am I at? Where? Hey, a new name too. Welcome, Tiara Cunningham. Welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty. RN channel says, thank you for bringing attention to these important stories. Yes, we as a community have to do better. Too many lives are lost due to nonsense. Prayers to the family. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you for seeing that, because you worry about, well, am I the only one feeling this way? Am I the only one that sees this? And thank you for seeing that. It's such a true statement. It's nonsense. Nonsense that he spent 2 years away from his family and that these people have been walking around for 2 years free. And, yeah. I thank you so much. Appreciate that. Very generous, super sticker, super chat. And here's our next video with it's a small one here. This one here says, witness says he and others did not intend to shoot former Travis Rudolph during deadly encounter. So they just came over there with guns and, a mob of people to, chop it up, right? What did you think was going to happen if you show up to another man's house armed? And he's armed too in Florida. Better be lucky only one person lost their life.
And prosecutors show the jury some surveillance video that they say that shows that Travis Rudolph was the aggressor, that he was shooting at 4 men who came apparently to shoot up his house. Yeah. Although one of those men testified today saying that just meant they were there for a fist fight, not murder. Prosecutors say Travis Rudolph was the aggressor the night in April.
That's not what that means. They just said that because she kept taking the wig on her off. That's not what that means. That just means we was trying to get a fist fight.
In 2021, 4 men showed up at his door.
Wow.
Rudolph shooting 39 rounds as they fled following a fight, showing jurors this surveillance video of bullets flying from Rudolph's semi-automatic rifle as he chased them down the street.
Murder begins when self-defense ends. Now, that was a simple sentence said many, many years ago, but that simple sentence perfectly encapsulates why this defendant right there, Travis Rudolph, is sitting in the chair that he's sitting in.
The four
Wow. Wow. Look how they look what they tried to, how they said it. Wow. Not, to stand your ground that he was, oh, wow.
men arrived when Rudolph's girlfriend contacted them, claiming Rudolph had assaulted her after she found texts from other women on his phone, telling them to come shoot up the house. One of those men, the girlfriend's brother, testifying he was throwing punches at Rudolph during the fistfight, but insisting no one pulled a gun and all four ran and got.
Look at that. That's the girlfriend. She just we used to call this stealing on him. She just stole on him in the head. Look at her. Look how small she is. Right? He got almost a whole foot on her. But look at this. She don't care, because this is how much hatred she's filled with. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter your gender. This little XY right here, this little XX, she hates, she doesn't care about him. Watch this.
During the fistfight, but insisting no one pulled a gun and all four ran and got into their car.
Boom.
But Rudolph's attorney insisting Rudolph was acting in self-defense.
Isn't that a fact that you guys immediately attacked him, never giving him a chance to do anything?
No.
Rudolph's attorneys say he never began shooting until two of the men in the car pointed guns at him through the windows, and he was in fear for his life.
They were vigilantes. They were four men who went there to retaliate and kill, just as they were ordered to do.
Look at him. Look at his face.
John Jones saying he was in the front seat and did not see Sebastian Jean-Jacques lean out of the back seat and point a gun at Rudolph.
I'm telling you that I didn't see any guns pointed.
I didn't see any guns pointed. See how you add that little part up in there? But y'all came there to that man's house strapped up. Quit playing.
And two of the men did apparently have weapons. Testimony in this case will continue throughout the week. Live in West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
Wow. Okay. All right. Y'all see that? He should have been on trial for the murder of whoever was with him that got killed. They came there. They brought the heat. They brought the heat to somebody's house. To somebody's house. To somebody's house. To another man's house. On the word of a woman. That's what I'm saying. Men need to be careful. Need to be careful. All right, so okay, we got some little Jessica say, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we just seeing here, like I said, over here, we all about victims of all ages and all genders overcoming the fear, facing the abuse to become survivors. Because this here was a serious case of abuse here. All right, so we're going to play a little bit of her testimony. Or did I play? I played that. All right, so let me just play Travis's version of it, of what happened. And then I'll read some of y'all comments. And then we will. Oh, yeah, this is good right here. Here we go. This here is Travis speaking about what happened. And like I said, this is my first time to even hear about and know about it. What I do is I play the short that I saw that come up in my feed. And I was just, talking about how, look here, y'all, women is just as guilty too. So don't oversight them and go around talking about all women are holy and pure and, heaven on earth or whatever the thing is, because this wicked spirit, it can be in women too, right? It's not all, and not all men are, you know, the predators. Some of them are victims. Some of them are victims, as we can clearly see here with poor little Travis. I'm grateful that this is out and that we could say more, because his brother was correct. How many, you know, people are in prison now for being falsely accused?
Your emergency? I just heard a ton of shots behind me. I just heard shots fired. It sounded like 10 gunshots. It's a guy out here saying that he's just been shot.
April 7th, 2021. 911 calls for help flood into dispatch around midnight.
Things escalated so quickly.
For the first time, Travis Rudolph talks about the night he says 4 men showed up at his front door.
I heard just a loud bang, as if like the police was at the door.
In exclusive video, we can now see everything playing out on security cameras.
This all happened within seconds, so my brother was the first one to get to the door, so I was worried about his safety as well.
Where Travis at? Travis at?
According to court records, Rudolph and his then...
It says, in speaking with Blank, he said that earlier this evening, he was spending time with the decedent, whom he referred to as Blank Blank at Blank residence, when he was contacted by Blank, who told him that she had been in an altercation with her boyfriend, whom Blank identified as Travis Rudolph. Wow.
Girlfriend Dominique Jones got into a fight earlier that night.
Open this door, bro, because this got me.
Look at that. See somebody that's come up behind you and sucker punch? Did you see the venom in her face? Back stab right here. And look where she aimed for. This shows a violent person. Look at this, y'all. Right, even this little still shot here. Look at this face. This here's anger, annoyance.
Into a fight earlier that night.
Open this door, bro.
Look here. Look at it. You see this switch in the face? Look at her face switched. Because he is not even, concerned with her. So she gonna make him listen. You're gonna see me, and that's why she swings on him. Watch out. Look at the face. All right. Watch the face. Look at him. Like he ain't concerned. Look at this little lady behind him. He's a man. He ain't concerned about this woman behind him. Right? He's just trying to get away from her because she is being provocative.
Night.
Open this door, bro, because this got me.
Look at her. See her face change? She mad now. Boom, boom.
Dominique, stop.
Who are you calling it, bro?
Afterwards, she texted her brother, Keyshawn Jones. Evidence shows they...
Please go shoot his blank up. Travis is a dead man walking. Why was Travis being held on trial for murder? When here is the plot right here. A plot was exposed. He should have been released immediately. Once this evidence was discovered.
Both made threats towards Rudolph.
As soon as I came outside, literally, Tyler, he sucker punched me to my left eye.
Again, sucker punching. After he had already been sucker punched to the right eye by the chick.
It was Tyler and Sebastian. It was kind of trying to corner me in. And Tyler, he had pulled out his firearm. And during that time, Tyler pulled out his firearm. Sebastian was like,
Now you being jumped by two men who are angry. And they reveal that they have a firearm.
You mess with the wrong girl, you're gonna die tonight. And then that's when I went back inside and grabbed my firearm.
The fight spilling out into the street. The video.
Look how he run out there frantically. He's running out there frantically.
The fight spilling out into the street. The video shows Rudolph then running off his property with an AR-15.
I had to do what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, to protect me and my family.
Yeah.
My brother was on the ground getting jumped by two of those guys, getting kicked. So
my brother was on the ground getting jumped. He had already saw a firearm on one of them.
that's the reason why I went down the street. While they're all in their car, I see two firearms pointing at me and my brother. And I couldn't believe it. And it's just a split decision where I just felt like it's either me or my brother or these guys that's, you know what I'm saying, gonna get hurt.
Rudolph firing 39 rounds, the four men speeding off.
I know people at home are going to question, okay, he has an AR-15 and he fired 39 times. What's your explanation for that?
I can't even count how many times I shot, to be honest with you. I got fast reflexes, you know, I play football. And on top of that, I mean, I felt like I had to keep shooting until the threat is no longer a threat anymore.
Did you realize you had shot somebody when that all happened?
No, I honestly didn't know I shot anyone. And
you can tell he's telling the truth because he's just telling you what happened. Telling you what happened. In the midst of that, he does explain why he went down the street. You know, I got away from getting jumped up. You know, they gave me a knuckle sandwich with a blindside hit. Showed me they had a weapon. So I'm chasing, I'm you making sure you getting the hell up out of here. You're not coming back. I want to live. I want my family to live.
You know, my heart sunk. I was just trying to get them away from me and my brother, from killing us, really.
Sebastian Jean Jacques was shot and killed. Tyler Robinson.
And he was the one that was patting, you know, he could have been the one exposing a weapon. You know, and I feel bad for anybody who's lost their life. But why were you going there? What did you think was going to happen? This is the same thing as you guys going there to do a robbery and somebody end up there. What did you think was going to happen when you go somewhere and you choose to break the law?
Was also shot but survived. Keyshawn Jones and Christopher Lowe were not hurt.
Did you do anything differently?
It was a matter of life or death at that moment that I had shot. And I'll do the exact same thing if it came down to it.
Yep. Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah. I totally believe it was self-defense, and that's why I wanted to bring this out there to y'all too, because this not only was self-defense, but it stemmed from domestic violence. Right? Y'all see how I always bring it back around to show that this has something to do with these toxic relationships. That's right. That's right. The Jessica says, love the hair, and thank you so much. It's my bubbles look. Yes. All right. So let's see what's everybody's doing some more greetings and stuff over there. So I'm happy to be back. That something came out that actually piqued me again to, you know, feel like there's still voices that need lifting and stuff like that. So as we can see, like there should have really been no reason why this man should have stayed in jail this whole time. Once the text messages were received, the same way that they got those text messages, the same way I know they got all the text messages between the Cabo Six and all that stuff. Like, us not getting this justice on this stuff here. This is all, strategy. This is just all how it is and stuff, So that's why something new has got to be done to make changes. Tierra Cunningham says, greetings all. So excited to catch it live. Oh, okay. I heard about this case, but haven't followed it. It's so tragic how many lives were changed due to a temporary emotional response. Yes, life is so precious. I agree with you. And like I said, today was the first day that I heard it. And let me just go ahead and show y'all I keep saying I'm going to show it, but I ain't showed it yet. Show y'all the short that, led me to, type up the name and find out who, this person was. My hope, and I believe that this needs to happen, is that we need to all, as a society, see this woman, Dominique, and the 3 remaining, criminals be held accountable for the death of the 4th criminal that was, killed in the act of this here, this thing here. All right, so let me see here. Thank y'all for the likes too. I appreciate all these here likes. Now that I've popped up here. All right, so here is this quick little short. All right, here we go. So, because I'm like, I didn't even know this little quick short feed. Travis Rudolph. I don't even know if I had heard his name before. I don't really keep up with sports. But anyway, so here is the short that brought the attention here.
Count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. Count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. Count 4, we find the defendant not guilty.
You were the first person to become physically violent with Travis and not the other way around?
No.
Did y'all see how she thought about it though? No. Okay, now here go the part here. Watch this.
Why do you want to smash his car window? You were also screaming things at him like you were going to send your brother Keyshawn over to kill him, right? You told both of them Travis had picked you up and slammed you to the ground, right?
Yes, I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis's family.
I didn't necessarily mean, right? Do you see how you twist in the words like this? But look at her energy. Like, you can see how cold she is.
House or anything.
The law detective determined that was a lie.
And you're still married to Andre Chusang, is that correct?
Correct.
You lied to Travis. You misled him, did you not?
Travis never asked me if I was married.
This is outrageous. Right to jail, right away.
I didn't send my brothers to him.
You just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Police! Count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. Count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. Count.
That was it. So anyway, I thought that was super interesting. I was just like, well, not guilty. You usually don't see like a black man back of the head and then something not guilty. So I was curious to know who Travis Rudolph is, who this black man Travis Rudolph is, and why isn't he guilty when we all know that all black men are guilty, right? So I'm just grateful that we see this kind of stuff so we can see that these are lies that they tell us, y'all, right? This guy has been a victim and these people are going to get away with it. But not if it's left up to us meddling people here. We're going to make sure that we get justice for victims of all ages and all genders. That's what we all about here. Let's see. Tiara says, yes, this is so much like Lorenza Tate. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you so much. You read my mind. Yes, this is so much like Lorenza Tate, the basketball player who was brutally taken due to jealousy, greed, and pure evilness. Yes, that's who I was talking about earlier. That's exactly right. It's the same thing. All they did was switch, just like I remember back when I was a kid, it was this game called Clue, and you'd have to put it all together, and it would be like, oh, it was Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench. You had to put it together. Basically, they did the same thing. They just changed the, with the murder weapon. Well, no, they had guns too. But anyway, they just changed the players and so they moved the pieces around. But it's the same scenario. You're absolutely right. Hey, what's going on, Karen? Karen says, hi there. I can't read these emojis. What's going on, Karen? Beautiful lady. See, D Staff says, ever headbutted someone to their mid-right? Yeah, those are deadly moves. It could be a deadly move. I feel you on that. Okay, no, I see here. It says, how many black men been killed and sentenced away to prison because of a nefarious woman? Nefarious woman. Let's see what that means. I don't know, but it sounds pretty serious. And like I said, we over here about victims of all ages and all genders. And here is a new word. Let me see here. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know what. Oh, did I even spell it right? Oh, this ain't even the right definition. Uh-oh. Let me see here. I spelled it wrong. There's one of us spelled it wrong. Let me see here. Here we go. Oh, no. Uh-oh. The fire. I think it's supposed to be spelled with the A or E. Because keep giving me a different one here. Let me see here. I'll just go ahead and see what it is. If it sounds like what you're talking about. Yeah, I think this is what you was meaning here. Here we go. Let's see here. Share. That's a good question here. I totally was feeling this way too, D-Staff. D-Staff says, how many black men been killed and sentenced away to prison because of a nefarious woman? And see, over here we see nefarious means typically of an action or activity, wicked or criminal. So yes, you got an E on it. All right, I feel you on that. Thank you for the new vocab. Appreciate that. Tiara says, thank you for having me. I'm enjoying your content. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, I was, I'm a little rusty because I don't know, I was just waiting for the spirit to move and tell me what to do here and stuff like that. So I've been surrendering to the spirit, to the word, to be led on what needs to be done here to, bring some type of, I don't know, sanity, love. What is it that we are praying for that we need in the world today? What's up, 80s baby? Says, hey, RN Mods in chat. All right. And Narrative says, make sure you like and share. Appreciate that. So yeah, just like she said, basketball wives, the basketball wife, the same thing. These kind of things happen a lot. And that's a great question. So I want to highlight too a lot. I was trying to do a little bit of research, didn't have time today, but on how many women are actually, these abusers and getting away with it. And see, D-Staff says women do this all the time. Women do this some of the time, not all of us. It's like the same way with you men, right? Because I know I've been praying or meditating on the balance here, right? Because it can't be that all women do this all the time. It can't be that all men do that all the time. There's got to be, some balance. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to exist, right? We couldn't exist without the one another. So that's why we have to be aware of these cancerous people in both genders who represent this type of smut that we need to get up out of our society. These Staff says, and accept men not to knock them the F out. Expect men not to knock them out. I totally agree with that. That's why I don't encourage any woman like that move there. it's a gamble. And most people, if a woman has the courage enough to hit you like that, that means that she doesn't have any fear of you. The fear, because it's an obvious fact that, men are stronger than women, right? So if a woman has the guts, the boldness, the bodaciousness enough to, do that, she pretty much knows that she's got this person under her thumb and she could do whatever the hell she wants, right? So this is dangerous, y'all. Dangerous. And Karen says, she's saying hello to Kyrania and, sorry about your illness and all that good stuff. So anyway, this is my first day back, and we're gonna be going on these routes too. And again, I can't stop encouraging us enough to register to vote, because this is how we're gonna get out. We see how these things are happening to good people, right? The good people are the ones that's suffering by us not lifting our voice and standing up for victims, right? There's people that's, been in prison for 10, 20 years and they innocent. What about them, right? Anyway, it's a lot. Oh, I got some new names down here. I'm just going to read out some of these new names, and then I'm going to love y'all up and tell y'all, see y'all in this video. And see here, Chandra says, fooled around and found out. Yeah, that's how it be though. People get so into their feelings and things like that. That's why I'm saying, like, affairs are deadly. Even the people, that are, usually there's, it ends, it always ends bad. But when there's any type of threesome like that, there's a couple, and then there's the person who is fooling around with one of the couples, right? So what could happen is that the person that they're fooling around with, they could want to continue with the one they're fooling around with, so they will want to eliminate their spouse. Or the spouse could find out and want to eliminate the person that they're fooling around with, or eliminate. But I mean, there's just, and then whoever's left is going to prison for the rest of their life. So it's not a good ending, no matter how you shuffle the deck. All right. And then Chandra says, I feel like Dominique should be sentenced to exactly how many days Travis was detained and held on house arrest. Oh, she needs way more than that, because Dominique, I like that. She is the one who initiated the initial crime. So she's supposed to, they all are supposed to be charged with the death of the individual. Somebody's got to pay for the death of that individual. Just because Travis was found not guilty, now someone needs to be charged and held accountable for the death of the individual. So, yes. All right. Nobody sees me. These staff say nobody see you. All right. So we got some people. Naird says she see you. Chandra see you. We see you. All right. He said thanks. All right. Thanks. All right. We see you. We love you. All right. So these says countless of Black men get knocked out in cells as we speak because of Black women. Wow. Lying Black women, right? And that's why, there's more that needs to be done on this here too, because this here, and like I said, to me, it just shows how the innocent people are the ones being affected. These liars and the folks that are doing the wicked, are getting ahead. And that's why we have to stand up, y'all. We have to stand up and speak out. Make sure you like and share, says Nerda. Yes. All right, so I thank y'all for the input and stuff too. It just encourages me to know that, yes, more other topics and things are worth and need to be spoken about. D staff says Hispanics are outplacing Blacks. Y'all about to start up some more stuff here. Narrative says Nikki Haley for 2024. Yep. This is true, y'all. This is true. Like all these things that we're crying about, you know, this is something that we need to come together on. And the reason why they keep doing it this way, so we can stay divided, to have the women thinking that, you know, do these things against men, and then the women who are liars and are actually hurting men are getting away scot-free. You know, it's the same thing that's happening with us in all these other fights that we're happening here. See, D-Staff says they in Chicago getting millions in grants while Black Americans are homeless and starved in Chicago. Yeah, okay, y'all. We'll be coming back, getting political and stuff like that, getting more, because these things here, these are valid cries and woes. But how are we expected to do anything if we not coming together strong to unite our voices, which is our vote? Kyrene says, Black women, this type of stuff is not limited to Black women. I agree, because there's women, period, that are doing it to men, period. You know, it's not a black or white thing. This evilness doesn't see gender. The evil spirit could be on a Black woman, a white woman, it could just be on any woman. Evil spirit could be on any man. It doesn't make a difference the nationality or race of the man. Evil wickedness is a spirit that, you know, could disguise itself. It could inhabit any gender. And Kyrene says, how many times have we seen white women lie on Black men? Yep. These are more facts, y'all. You guys are really on it. These are all true statements and great talking points, which, you know, we will definitely revisit. I'm pretty sure I did leave the link to one of these videos, which is a cool little start on the Travis case. I'm just grateful that, you know, he was found not guilty, and that, you know, we're not trying to, you know, seek justice, which I feel we are still seeking justice, and that means getting those people held accountable and responsible for, you know, the person that did lose their life. So thank y'all so much for coming by. I love y'all, and we'll see y'all in another video. Peace and love.